Hello everyone. Welcome back to Dewan Pundit Indonesia, the English version. And on this third segment, I'm gonna take you guys to dive into one of the most dramatic matches of the Copa del Rey season, the electrifying encounter between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid in a match full of twists and turns. Barcelona trailed 0-2 early on, but again mounted a stunning comeback to lead 4-2, but only to see the final 10 minutes turn into a nightmare as Atletico Madrid leveled the score at 4-4. Now that is a very dramatic match indeed.
And you were
at the helm, right?
Yes, yes.
Fun.
I did the match last night. It was fun, but not so fun as a Barcelona fan.
It's fun.
To be honest.
It's fun.
Tell us more about the match, yeah.
8 goals.
Yeah.
8 goals.
No defense.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
it's different from Atleti
Exactly.
now. You used to know Atleti very solid, very compact.
1-0
tied
kind of
1-0.
thing.
Cholo Simeone will take.
I mean, look at those stats.
yeah.
That's crazy.
We're not supposed to be ending the match
11 big
in
chances.
a tie.
It's like a basketball game.
Like a basketball
That is
game.
why
Yeah.
it's so late in the morning here in Indonesia, and we have to
Yes.
enjoy a great game.
3:30 a.m. in the
Or
morning.
a very open game, which I think for a semi-final in a cup competition, a must-win for Barcelona, playing at the Lluís Companys. Not the maybe not the best stadium for them. It's not that comfortable.
Not that- yeah.
And then you see the start from Atleti. That was a blistering start. But now you tend to see this from Atleti. They are now a lot more adventurous, a lot more positive. But after going down 2 goals early, Barcelona reacted very well, and then starting to have that control towards halftime, and then taking the lead. But then when you play with that risky high line towards the end of the game, Hansi Flick will be Hansi Flick. That's why I love him, because he's full of action and he believes in the players and trying to protect that space.
That's true.
But yeah, that's the downfall for Barca in the last opening sequences of the match.
Yeah, we ended the first half with a 3-2, and I thought that it was safe
Excellent.
enough.
Yeah.
It was safe enough, and then we went to 4-2, and then I feel okay, that's even better.
The 5th goal is coming for Barcelona with Lewandowski now.
I thought that was it,
not-
but
yeah.
apparently not.
Yeah. So, yeah. Actually, I missed that game, but when I read about it, it's like very interesting, especially about the way that Hansi Flick's side they concede a lot more goals in the last 15 minutes of games compared to any other period in a match. So it's problematic for him also. I think this cannot be sustainable, of course, but with a front line as great as they have with Rafinha and with Lamine also, they got 15. Rafinha got 16 assists in all competitions. Lamine got 15 in all competition. They have a total of 31 assists. No other players in the Spanish league now have more than 20. So they have a great front line. It's just making sure finishing the game, getting on that finish line without conceding some silly goals. Yeah.
That's one thing that's pretty interesting from the match is also the moment where Andre Sorloth signaled a victory for Barcelona.
Sorloth,
in
the Crystal Palace
extra
legend.
time.
Yeah, the legend.
He even claimed himself that. Sorry, were you done?
Yeah, no.
Sorry. He even
I was
claimed
about to
himself.
ask another
that,
question, but that's okay. Just
No, but he claimed himself that it's fun to play against Barcelona. I think he scored most of the goals in La Liga or in the Spanish football environment is against Barcelona. He loves to play against Barcelona. He scored against them last time, and it was so clutch. But that was the problem with the match itself. You mentioned it as well. No defense. Barcelona was so leaking from outside to inside, and that's the problem that they need to figure out with, especially when Julian Alvarez is there, because he's such a threat on the left side, or even he's such a roamer, really. I think. And the passes, the cuts
and
inside.
how good was Marcos Llorente? Wow.
Yeah.
And
I love that guy.
Very relentless. But that's the thing with Diego Simeone's guy. We probably don't see that defensive magnitude in that game precisely. But again, that was quite the match, I think, in my opinion.
I think it's better when you see a semi-final play in this manner than just two teams playing to not be beaten. Tied
And then 1-0.
0-0, and then there's a 1-0 from maybe a ball that hits the shin.
Or a penalty. Or penalty.
And
lift the trophy, though.
And by the way, there was a penalty shout in this game when Lamine Yamal was, I think there was a bit of a contact
Yeah.
in the penalty box.
Yeah.
I think you see it as well, Conchita, and that was one of the talking points from last night's match. But again, 8 goals. It was all fun and games, especially after seeing Fulham win. And then you watch this game. Excellent.
Fulham against Wolves.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything to add, Mr. Z? You look like you want to say something. No, you look like you want to
No.
say something. But if not, then
Yeah, no, because the Spanish league. I'm meeting a delegate for the Spanish league like tomorrow.
Oh.
And then he
Always say
came
cool
straight
things,
from.
man.
Huh?
Always say cool things.
Always say cool things. Of course.
The delegates from La Liga.
The delegate from La Liga.
Liga.
Yeah.
Spoke to my journalist friend from. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I got a meeting with her at 4 o'clock tomorrow. Yeah,
Okay.
but
We can
because
join
the-
by Zoom.
Call me.
All of the commoners by Zoom.
All the
but Kennedy
commoners
is
by
gonna be
Zoom.
meeting her in person.
Yeah, because the La Liga, they're as a product, I think the La Liga is very, very good. I mean, the presentation is really good.
The graphics
camera
is
angle very
excellent.
good. The graphics is
Stats and
excellent.
graphics.
Their partnership with EA,
Yeah.
it has almost like you're watching a real
game.
life video game. I think it's great. Yeah, but games like this, they need games like this to enhance the
To sell
the game, to sell the, league.
Spanish league.
Yeah, to sell the Spanish league. But yeah, the relationship between La Liga and the Spanish teams are also a bit unique. I think it's more unique than what the Premier League what the Premier League is with the biggest teams, because Tebas and
Real Madrid.
Florentino Perez, he always on sparring each other with Florentino Perez saying that he wants to get out of the Spanish league. Also, that
And play where? Serie A?
that's an interesting dynamic
League?
between them. That's not in the Premier League. So yeah, that's one of a few things that we need more games like this. Come on,
Yeah.
encourage
Good.
games like this.
Well,
It's a tough act for tonight's match to follow.
Yeah.
Which
The
Real
other side
Real Madrid,
versus
Real
Real Madrid,
Sociedad.
Sociedad,
Yeah.
yeah.
Any predictions on it, by the way?
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun game again. Same thing.
No score
Yeah,
predictions.
But I think Real will get the win.
Okay.
So
Anyway.
will focus on Manchester United.
No.
Yeah.
Big game.
Kubo against Dalot. That will be interesting.
That will be hilarious.
hilarious. That
Where's
will be
Aldi?
comic.
That will be
I was about to say that. We need Aldi.
Yeah,
We're going to
Dalot's
talk about
attorney.
Dalot and we need Aldi.
Dalot's attorney. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, what lessons should Barcelona take from this match to prevent such a collapse in the future? And as for Atletico, can this result boost their confidence for the rest of the season?
Defense from set pieces. I think it was so bad. For conceding like that, the second ball is, cause it's not just the first ball from the head. It's the second ball coming in from, I don't know, whoever taps it in. For example, the goal scored by Julian Alvarez. So those kind of things are very scrappy,
Yeah.
and it gets their defense a lot.
there was an overload of players on the far side, right?
Exactly,
When
yeah.
that goal was scored by Julian.
So yeah, that's definitely the main thing. I'm quite surprised at how Jules Koundé is very attacking minded. I just during his Sevilla days, I didn't see him as an attacking minded player, and he was so attacking. Maybe that was the cause of
But this
one
is
of the causes.
Hansi. This is why I'm a big fan of Hansi, because he can turn a defender like Koundé into a winger, and then he's gonna be the
That's
one
crazy,
at the
yeah.
end of chances as well. And you can see that belief from Hansi towards the defenders,
Yeah.
and you can see it in the World Cup 2022.
Yeah.
Zula,
Zola. Yeah.
big guy. The unit, we call
Yeah,
him the
he's
unit,
the unit.
but he can play on the sides
On
and
the
then
side,
go
yeah.
forward, dribble.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I think Flick gives that freedom to the players to express themselves.
Yeah.
But the problem is sometimes when they go forward, these defenders, they forgot that the first job is to go back and defend.
Defend, yeah.
And they don't have that speed anymore. Koundé and then Inigo Martinez is not the fastest, but the smartest in terms of getting a shot towards goal and
Exactly.
being involved in that set piece. So I think there's a lot of pieces that maybe Barcelona needs to work in that defense in trying to play the system that Hansi Flick is comfortable with.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that's why Eric Garcia is there. I mean, he's not the best of defenders, but I
Yeah.
think he got the legs, and those legs are very important if you're playing like
The system of
the
Hansi Flick,
high
yeah.
defensive lines. Yeah.
Yeah, that's that transition really, and I was just so surprised how far into the opponent's box that he got, Jules Koundé. But again, that's what Hansi Flick brings, and that transition is maybe a double-edged sword for the defense.
Yeah.
Again, conceding 4 goals, but again, a lot of them are from set pieces. So, yeah, that's my opinion.
Currently sitting on the top table of La Liga with 54 points out of 25 matches. Do you think Barcelona has what it takes to lift the trophy this season? Same points with Real Madrid, though.
Yeah.
Both 54.
Maybe.
But
No,
we
yeah, I
talked
think-
about this back in the weeks, and then we
Yeah,
said
yeah.
like, yeah, Real Madrid are on top.
Yeah, I
and
think
then
Real
Liverpool's on
Madrid,
top,
yeah.
so-
I think
Yeah.
it's
It's
the
still a
Real
pretty tight
Madrid,
battle
yeah.
between those two, as always.
I think Madrid's gonna win.
I think there's more maturity in Real Madrid team.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay for you to say,
I still
Masfir.
think that.
I feel like you have mixed
I
feelings.
feel
Yeah.
like
Mixed
he's
feelings, yeah.
tiptoeing around me.
I still think that Madrid, although there
Yeah.
were a few performances where they could potentially get 3 points, but they fail, and then they drop a bit, but they still can come back to that form that they show. Mbappe now is firing all
Yeah.
cylinders, and for some maybe who says that Mbappe is Mbappe, it's actually Mbappe.
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 So I have a friend who talks to me and says, why do you call Mbappe Mbappe? Because he's from African descent, and the M has to be stronger in,
Oh,
the,
okay,
the
okay.
front
That
side.
makes sense.
Yeah, so it's Kylian Mbappe.
Mbappe.
Yeah, and
Oh,
I think
okay.
Mbappe and Real has the potential to
That was the topic.
to
Yeah.
be the champions in Spain yet again. But Barcelona is the best team and has the firepower to hurt Real's chance of stating the claim to the league title again. And don't forget Atleti.
Yeah.
As with the game against Barcelona, where they were still in the game towards the end of the match, they are still in that competition in trying to make it difficult for Barcelona, for Real. And if both Barca and Real stumbles, then Atleti will get to the title. And this, I think, for the bookmakers, is the fun way to go. Is if you look at the outside chance for Atleti and try to get that title. So yeah, I just like to have that side, the bookmaker side.
The bookmakers
There you go.
say.
Kiko?
No, I already said Real Madrid probably gonna win. There's again, it's just a funny conversation around this La Liga discussion that we've been having throughout the couple of episode backs, because it's we never know. Now Barcelona is in form, and Real Madrid isn't really in form, but it's just always the case there. I feel like they're a more mature team from last season. They performed so well. They can bring that to this season anytime. Even anybody have off days, and Real Madrid are currently having sort of an off day. But Real Madrid. Carlo Ancelotti is him.
Oh, he's
So,
the guy.
yeah.
He's the guy. I had coffee with him once, and the way
Who's-
that
Did you?
he
Who is this?
yeah.
Another cool thing.
Another cool things to say.
Guys, I'm
Yeah.
leaving the
Yeah.
stage. I can't say a cool thing.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I was just Adi and he was Ancelotti. I didn't think he was going to answer my question.
Okay, what happened?
Yeah, in that conversation with coffee,
Another conversation.
he answered like 3-4 questions
There you
for
go.
me,
Wow.
and I was in tears.
Oh.
So yeah. And then
Understandable.
When was this?
back when he was a manager of Bayern München.
Oh,
Aw,
very cool.
okay.
Yeah,
Thought it was Everton.
Yeah, somewhere in a hotel.
Ooh.
And so, what was that?
Good story.
The coffee.
Oh yeah, no.
What kind of coffee?
No,
What kind of-
What kind of coffee does it?
Italians. Important to
Yeah.
Italians.
Italian
what do you call that in French?
espresso? No.
No. Yeah, espresso is the Italian one, but the French has a strange name for toisette maybe or something like that. Yeah, yeah. The
strong
espresso,
one. The espresso,
yeah,
but
with
French
the
version.
tiny slice
Okay,
of milk.
what exactly was the
Barcelona,
question?
Real Madrid, Barcelona, Real Madrid, the Clásicos, one-sided. It's going to be strange if Real can become champions again, but not having the best of results against Barcelona.
Oh, yeah.
But then Real is Real.
Real is real. True. Well, that's it for our third segment. We still have a lot to talk about in our last segment, so stay tuned with us only on Dewan Pundit Indonesia, the English version.